Breaking news coming in top of the hour on the 4th anniversary of the Ukraine conflict. Moscow drops a bombshell accusation claiming Britain and France are plotting to arm Kyiv with nuclear weapons. As European leaders land in Kyiv in a show of unity, the stakes have never been higher. According to Russia's foreign ministry, officials in United Kingdom and France are allegedly exploring ways to provide Ukraine with nuclear capabilities. No evidence has been made public, no documents shown, but the language is explosive. Moscow is warning that such a move would be seen as a direct and dangerous escalation. Moscow says this would cross a red line that could trigger unpredictable consequences. Ukraine gave up its Soviet-era nuclear weapons in the 1990s under the Budapest Memorandum. Since then, it has relied on Western military and tanks, long-range missiles, air defense systems, but no nuclear arms. The Russian Foreign Intelligence Service says that Britain and France believe that by possessing nuclear weapons, Ukraine would be able to secure more favorable terms for ending the conflict. Several European leaders, including Finnish President Alexander Stubb and Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson, are in Kyiv to mark the 4th anniversary of the Russia-Ukraine war. European Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen is also there, reaffirming that Europe stood unwaveringly with Ukraine financially, militarily, and through this harsh winter. The European leaders should shoulder to shoulder in a moment of silence for the fallen troops in the Ukrainian capital. NATO chief speaking assured Ukraine of continued support. Take a listen.
Of the Republic of
Ukraine needs more. Because a promise of help does not end a war. Ukraine needs ammunition today and every day until the bloodshed stops. Ukraine continues to blunt Russia's aggression, and despite Putin's posturing, Russia has failed to meet their ambitions on the battlefield.
The war has dragged on for 1,461 days. Trenches frozen, cities scarred, missiles traded across borders. But today, on the 4th year of the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, the battlefield may be shifting from artillery to atomic rhetoric. All right, joining us live on this broadcast is William Denslow from Kyiv. William, thank you so much for joining us. How's the mood on the ground?
Well, I'm here in Maidan Square, and behind me you can see the tributes to those that have lost their lives during this conflict. People have been coming here to pay their respects, to lay flowers, and that message that people's sacrifices will not be forgotten has very much been echoed by what we're hearing from European allies, many of whom have made the trip here to the Ukrainian capital. You mentioned that message of unwavering support that we've heard from Ursula von der Leyen, the European Commission President, as well as Antonio Costa, the European Council President. We've seen fresh pledges of support as well as these words, the likes of the UK offering more than $20 million for help repairing Ukraine's energy infrastructure, as well as providing humanitarian assistance. So a strong message we're seeing and hearing from European allies is that, as well as the rhetoric of support, they are committed to backing that up with deeds as well.
What about ordinary Ukrainians, people you speak to, going into this 5th year now?
Well, this is a poignant moment, of course, marking the 4-year point since Russia's full-scale invasion. But for many people I've been speaking to, well, there's a degree of fatigue at that label that's been tagged to so many Ukrainians, this phrase of resilience. People say that it's not really a question about resilience, it's just a case of surviving, especially during this brutally cold winter. It has been the coldest winter in a decade. Temperatures at times have got down to as low as -20 degrees Celsius. According to estimates from the International Rescue Committee, they believe that roughly 1 in 5 families have some kind of health implications due to the cold, frigid temperatures that people are facing inside their own homes. There has been numerous accounts of Russia targeting the energy infrastructure. That's leaving people without hot water, energy, electricity, connectivity as well, which is all compounding this daily threat of Russian strikes, Russian drones as well. So it's been an incredibly tumultuous winter here across Ukraine, but people are certainly feeling optimistic that at least for now the weather is improving and at least the bitterness of this winter seems to be subsiding.
Yeah, understandably so. William Denslow, thank you so much for joining us. Always great to talk to you.